Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners. It's Mariners baseball, and it comes your way next. Mike Leake, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First delivery to him on the way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be very careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, D-Roll, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. Trevor Bauer will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last one wasn't very good, mainly because of control issues. Walked 5 batters in his last start, and he certainly can't do that in this one here, or he's going to come out of the short end of this one.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one away. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that #2 spot right now. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. This is skied out toward right. Naquin is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Tim Beckham.
Next for Seattle, Tim Beckham. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Naquin is there, makes the catch. So now Carlos Santana. Past battles with Mike Lee. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Swinging a soft liner, and 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Malik Smith. Speed is his game, period, the end. He is up at the plate. He is trying to put that defense and infield on their toes. And from a defensive standpoint, nobody goes to their right or left as quick as this guy.
And it's 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a hard liner, but foul. Again a 1-2. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Jake Bauers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And Jason Kipnis up next will bat this inning.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brothers take a seat.
Bauers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dan Vogelbach is next. And there you see his righty-lefty splits, and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball stays a little high that time. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run homer for Jay Bruce. Number 302 career. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. So he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Line towards center field. Martin is there, and he has it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Bauer's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Still only one out in the inning. Softly hit out towards short. And that'll be the second out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Alex Smith.
Striding into the box, Malik Smith. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
Tried to drag butt himself on there. Didn't work, and he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense still has to respect it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Naquin is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Now here it comes. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one. Ground ball foul down the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's D. Gordon now. His numbers against Trevor Bauer. He's had 7 hits in 9 tries.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he'll get in there safely.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Standing in, Mitch Haniger. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's the first pitch to him. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or two in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Gonzalez at the track, the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a 2-run homer for Domingo Santana, number 11 for him on the season, as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dan Vogelbach. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. This is pulled into right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And that keeps the inning alive for Jay Bruce.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock in the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's Jay Bruce now. Hit hard up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Healy, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ready with the 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Vogelbach on second. Bruce on at first with 2 down. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Striding in for the Indians, Leonis Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Third baseman, Jose.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. No runs, just one hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Waiting on it is Smith. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. No runs, just one hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail here 4-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, Omar Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though
Omar Narvaez.
Into the box, Jake Bowers. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jake Bowers.
First pitch coming, here it is. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Leak pauses. The 2-2 pitch. Drilled to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The right fielder, number 30, Tyler Naquin.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Naquin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Hit hard to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Now batting, Roberto Perez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Throw over to first. Back in standing. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Indians 1. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. A hit.
Leading off for the Mariners, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Take your base.
So now Carlos Santana.
Up next for Cleveland, designated hitter, Carlos Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is high. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
The 1-0 home. Very weakly on the ground. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Now the 2-1. Chopper foul. Two, here it is. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hard hit ball to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
The left fielder, number 24, Carlos Gonzalez.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
But the runner's back easily.
Hey.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1 home. There's a sinker that misses for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And a throw behind the runner at third. Just keeping him close. Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Indians strand a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Nick Whitgren enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 62, Nick Whitgren.
Dan Vogelbach is next.
Leading off for the Mariners, first baseman, Dan Vogelbach.
First pitch on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. This is line to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Jay Bruce will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Martin able to take it in for the first out. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Takes this the other way to right. Naquin is there. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Omar Narvaez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he throws it away. Vogelbach rounds third and is digging for the plate. Throw comes back in quickly, holding the lead runner at third, but the batter was able to hustle up to second with 2 away.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Settling in now, Jake Bowers will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Powers aboard here at first with nobody out. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. And it's fouled away. Popped up. And this will be taken in here by Beckham for the 2nd out.
The catcher, number 55.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Full count. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, a diving stop. The first. He's out. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll start things out.
The Mariners. Right fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dan Vogelback. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Vogelback.
From the stretch. On the ground to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So after So here's Francisco Lindor now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed.
Zach Roscoe's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 59, Zach Roscoe.
Let's play ball. 3. He's out.
Now pitching for the Indians, number 61, Dan Otero.
He's out.
In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The catcher, number 55.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. The Seattle Mariners took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Leake with his 4th win this season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.